Welcome to Norto's podcast. This is Dan and I'm Ben, and we're going to talk about Avatar, a general topic about the latest film. Enjoy.
Yeah, and well, obviously today we're talking a bit about Avatar, but this is more of a podcast about whatever Ben feels like talking about, isn't it, Ben? Yeah. So today we're going to try and talk a bit about Avatar, Fire and Ash. But if you guys have any questions or topics that you might like, throw them in the comment section below for Ben. Or otherwise, hit the like button to say you like what we're talking about or what Ben's talking about. And yeah, if you want to see more of this content, feel free to subscribe to Norto's podcast on YouTube. And yeah, we'll get back to you with whatever topic. So before we get into Avatar today, Ben, do you want to just tell us a bit about yourself?
Well, I have a job, I have cerebral palsy, and I work at a club, and I have a girlfriend and have good friends, good family, and I love dancing, love running, video games, and that's it. I'll let you on the den.
So briefly, I'm Dan. I'm Ben's support worker for today. I'm just helping Ben with making his YouTube channel. Might not be me every week, but if it is, you'll get to know me a little bit more and just topics. I'm here to help Ben just with when he's talking about Avatar, just so that we treat it more like it's a podcast and two people just having a general conversation and general discussion. But yeah, support worker, been doing it for roughly 12 to 13 years. And yeah, Ben wanted to make a YouTube channel, and I have some experience with making YouTube channels. But let's get into the topic today, Ben, Avatar.
Yeah.
So, the new Avatar movie, Avatar, Fire and Ash.
Yeah.
So first of all, how familiar are you with the movie?
A lot about the movie.
Mm-hmm. And so when did you go watch it this year? Did you watch it this year or was it last year?
Oh, last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when did you go? Was that before Christmas? Before the
Yeah, for Christmas.
Yeah. So tell me a bit about the film, because I haven't seen Fire and Ash, but obviously, this is what our topic is today. So tell me about the film.
Well, it's good directing and it's a good film. The graphics are good. Good storyline. The actors do a real good job.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's one actor I actually didn't know who was in the movie, and I feel like, is Sigourney Weaver still in that movie?
I think so.
Because she was in the Alien movie, wasn't
she?
Yeah. She see that Alien is one of my favourite horror franchises, and I really love it. And Sigourney Weaver is like one of those few actors I reckon she was just perfect for that role. Yeah, but there's a couple of other actors in that movie that I can't really name off the top of my head. But so, what makes Fire and Ash different to, say, Way of Water?
Because it gives more family sides, it's more tribe, and it gives more intense and sad emotion for this movie.
Yeah, so I was going to ask, because isn't one of the plots in the movie talks about there's a new tribe in the Na'vi?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, and that's like a part of the so what is the conflict there? Is it like a very deep rooted conflict where it's like they're like really don't like each other? They're very different.
They're like fire. And very spiritual with their stuff.
Oh, well, that's interesting. So the other thing I wanted to ask, I guess, was with the CGI, what stands this movie out different from the first Avatar movie and Way of Water?
This is probably the best CGI in Avatar 3.
Wow. Yeah, because I was learning a little bit about the film today, and learning about that it has really just out of this world 3D effects. Is that something did you watch this movie in 3D or just normal?
Normal.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because I was going to say, I don't know, because what's your opinion on the 3D? Do you like it or not really?
Not a big fan on it.
Is it just too much?
Yeah.
Yeah, I personally, again, not huge on 3D. I remember getting the 3D glasses when I was a kid watching the Spy Kids movie, I think it was, and realising just getting a headache after, I think, 30 minutes, just constantly wearing them. I'm like, oh man. But I think 3D is a bit different back then. I can't remember when that movie came out.
Yeah.
But sorry to go off topic, but yeah, just talking about 3D. But yeah, so obviously the CGI has really improved then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, and what's your opinion on like the Avatar movies in general? Like, are you a really big fan of them?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of them, but we're not sure if they're gonna make a fourth one or not because they didn't make much budget for the third movie. Well, it's up to James Cameron.
Yeah. Well, I thought they made, was it a bit over $1 billion?
Yeah.
But I think you're right though. I think they needed to make a bit over. I think it was needed to make. I can't remember if they needed to make 600 million but they made a bit over $1 billion. So, but like when you think about it, when you're making a movie, you have to, not only do you have to make your budget, you have to make a bit more than that so that it's like you make a profit. So it's like that's why you tend to see some movies don't get to be made as a sequel, I suppose, because they just don't make their budget, or the studio just has no interest in making a sequel because they're like, well, this didn't make enough money to fund our sequels and stuff like that. And especially because sometimes some movies like The Joker should have just stayed as a solo movie.
Yeah.
Like, whereas making the second one kind of, I think...
Ruined it.
Well, I don't know. I've never seen the second Joker. I do got Max though, so I am going to watch the second Joker. Maybe that could be one of our topics we could talk about and talk about that. Because like I said, I love the first Joker movie.
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry to go off topic, but yeah, we're talking a bit about why certain movies will have budgets for that. Like the Avatar movies have massive budgets, like probably the biggest I've ever seen. Like $400 and $500 million is a lot of money, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, like you could buy a lot of CGI with that. but what else about the movie like you would recommend to people why they would want to go watch it?
With like the action, the story, the graphics, the storyline, all that impacts with the whole story. And Jake Stelly is a very different. If you watch the movie, in the third movie, it's very different in this movie. How he acts.
Yeah, right. So then that's the main character.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm not as I have watched the first Avatar movie, haven't watched the second, and haven't seen Fire and Ash, but trying to understand like how this movie can, I guess, be different to the other two. That's why I guess I asked the question. So, do you think there should be a fourth movie made?
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, I don't see why they don't make a fourth movie, especially to finish it off with the series. I think there's room for a fourth movie. I don't see why not. I guess it would depend on James Cameron because I don't know how old he is, but I can imagine he's getting older.
Yeah.
Especially because the big layoff from the first Avatar movie to the second one, there was so much time in between, wasn't there?
Yeah.
But Way of Water was like, I think they said that it was the graphics were out of that world, like particularly the underwater stuff. I got to see some of the underwater stuff, like that was really cool. Like, but yeah, well, is there anything else you want to talk about the movie, Ben, or are we happy with our discussion that we've just had?
I'm pretty happy. If you're happy, feel down the comments down below or put a like.
Yeah. Also, feel free to let Ben know like what the quality of the video, whether you like it, whether you think it needs a little bit more work. We are using our camera and all that, so like let us know just in general the sound quality, how it looks. We're trying to. The background is not as interesting, but like I think is how it was going to work was just to try and keep it as simple as possible. But yeah, also let us know in the comments below what kind of topic you want Ben to talk about next week or other weeks in advance, because I'm not sure what we'll talk about next week. But we'll probably work it out today after we go edit. Yeah. No, but thank you again, guys. Thank you for tuning to Norto's podcast. Feel free to subscribe if you like more content like this. Just feel free to subscribe or let us know, comment below how we did. Anyway, take care. Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye. See ya.